Oh my, I had a busy weekend. Feeling a little bit my age. I don't even want to think about what that is, which I have been thinking a lot about it lately, but that's another story. So this morning, I actually put together the nails and the screws and things on the back of Shannon's painting and put it in the frame permanently and put the hooks on top. And I think it looks absolutely beautiful. And I've gotten a lot of comments from you. Shani was so pleased that you all liked her painting. I've also put some flowers in here. I had to take down my hydrangeas. They didn't dry to a pretty color. They were kind of muddy. I think it looks very summery and coastal grandma. We had a lovely visit Saturday morning from our daughter, Dub. She was on her way to get her hair touched up. I can't believe my kids are gray too, or white. They're getting there. And she wanted to stop by. She had something for us. Well, when Dub arrives, there's always goodies. And she had the most fascinating looking things that I am going to share with you. She hosted an event for her team at the hospital. I think I've told you Dub is the CEO of the foundation of a large hospital. And she had an event which was sort of a retreat for her team members. And as usual, she's a marvelous entertainer. She came up with some great ideas, and I am going to share them with you. And she brought us some of the leftovers. Oh boy, was that something. So, you might say, what is all that? A jar, and look at these. She did probably about 10 or 15 of these. Look at these little toothpicks. Some are rattan, and I'll show you those. And some of these toothpicks, I've never seen them. See how long they are beautiful with little silver balls on the top. And I guess you can get a lot of this on Amazon, or you can buy a lot of what she used on this in Trader Joe's and Sprouts and places where you can get unusual things. But that's another story, and it's down the line somewhat. So besides these unique little things that I'm going to show you pictures of later, Dub also brought over some lovely muffins, some blueberry muffins and some bran muffins with honey, and I served them to Musi Sunday morning outside.
Hi.
Good morning.
What do you have?
Some of the goodies that Dubby brought yesterday. Blueberry muffins and honey. What is that dark one?
I have no idea.
Look at that blueberry. Don't you just love this beautiful arrangement that I did this morning when I picked the roses?
I don't know whether I like the flowers better in this arrangement here, which is gorgeous, or in the garden on their stems.
I know. Well, why can't we do both?
We should do both from time to time.
All right. I did so much pruning this morning for 3 hours when I was out here at 6 o'clock. You can see the debris all over, but I'll get all that up later. Yesterday morning, for some reason or other, was one of those nights I didn't sleep too well. And I was up by 6. And it seems to be the last couple of days, in the early mornings up until about 9 or 10, it's not so hot. So I decided to go outside, and I attacked the weeds and the garden and did a lot of work that I just can't do in the middle of the daytime. I did a lot of brush cleaning, not only the regular garden. I'm still working on those morning glories, but Moose and I both clipped back some of the irises. So the garden keeps going on. It still is probably our main place to enjoy each other, enjoy the outdoor life, the simple things. It's like an extra room to the cottage. I'm looking at this beautiful red fluffy bush that Bill and I keep calling a celosia, but now we think maybe it's a different variation of celosia. It sure is pretty. Looks very feathery. Looks like I have the biggest tomatoes of all coming. Look at that one. And these are from the pizza garden kit. Can you believe it? That Moosey got from Debbie. It's one of those days. I looked at the last segment and I realized that my turquoise isn't matching my blue. Good heavens. So I changed to some wood. So here we are. And a cameo. I think this looks a little better. It doesn't clash. Anyway, as I was saying, I told you that part of my coastal grandma look was showing you some of the outfits. And I have another outfit on today. I showed you a couple of them last week and over the weekend. And I'm going to show you another one today. And I have some straw hats and straw shoes and straw bags. And you can tell me which one looks better on each one. My shirt I've had for a long time is a smocked, soft cotton. And the pants also, I did hem them a little. I like the wide capris, and they're a linen blend and so comfortable. Now I thought maybe you would like to figure out which hat you thought goes with this coastal grandma outfit. Do you like it with the shoes? They're not real straw, they're sort of a simulated straw, a slide, and they're time and true from Walmart. I got them last year, but I think they're still available. Do you like the natural straw? I do have natural straw bags inside. I didn't bring them in, but I do love this. This is a cute bag. That's a cruising bag, or turn it this way, and nothing. I kind of like the straw look a little bit with them. As I mentioned before, I think I'm starting to feel my age. I looked at my nails, and the nails in the last video were terrible, but I've been doing a lot of gardening, a lot of working with frames and painting and crafting, and I just haven't been doing my nails or some of the other things I should be doing. I noticed this morning my hair is really very dry. I should be giving it some oil treatments. And as you get older, as you know, and I'm in that really older upper age bracket, you need to take more time maintaining yourself. And I look sometimes at some of the YouTubers and the wonderful things that they have for their face, their body, machines and products, and the time that they take in the morning and in the evening to apply these things, to spend on themselves, I find amazing. And I realize I just don't do that. I never have. And I don't know why. For years and years, I just wasn't aware of all that stuff. And I was probably too busy raising 6 kids at that point anyway. And by the way, we just found out we have our 12th great-grand person or child on the way. They haven't had the reveal yet, but we're looking forward to that. Margie is going to be a grandma for the 2nd time, sometime after the holidays at Christmas time. So God bless all these little babies that keep arriving. And thank you, God, for that. So, as I was saying, This morning I decided I better do something about my nails before I made this video. So I got out my nude because I don't know whether you can see, but I have two hands with two different types of nails. This is my hand where the fingers are going arthritic on me, and the nails are very, very strong and don't seem to break. Isn't that funny? And this hand is the hand that I pull all the weeds with. For some reason or other, I'm left-handed, and I don't know why this happens. And look at these nails. It looks like two different people, except for all the wrinkles. But there you go. So I went to take off the old polish, and when I went to reach for my nice nude polish, it fell down behind the night table. So that's that. So it's a little bubblegummy pink today, but this will have to do. So as I say, it seems to be one of those days. I have a lot of things that I want to do, and it's just not getting done. But I can't worry about it. I have to go out and exchange that shirt for Moosey. It was too large, so I'm hoping he likes the shirt. It looks really cute on him, but he needs a smaller size. Have you ever heard of a charcuterie board? I'm sure a lot of you have. It's an assortment of cheeses and rolls and bread and crackers and pickles and salamis and grapes and olives and all sorts of condiments put on a board, and the board can be 6 to 10 inches. You can actually buy charcuterie boards on Amazon. But several years ago, we had a family event, and the men made, actually I think it was Barry, who made these big 6 or 8 foot long boards because we had a lot of people there. And the women loaded up this board. He stained them a beautiful color.
These have been around for a long time. They're long wooden boards that you can buy or you stain, and you use them for large parties and put them down in the middle of long tables. Here's an example of a jar-cuterie, which came about during the pandemic due to people wanting their own goodies. Here's Dub and the preparations that she went through. She bought most of these goodies at Trader Joe's, sometimes in the supermarkets, but did a fantastic job and assembled about 14 or 15 of these. And these are some of the fabulous long toothpicks. You can buy these on Amazon. Saturday morning when Deb arrived, she brought us 2 charcuteries, and we had them in our bed that night with a Virgin Bloody Mary and some cheese and crackers. Delicious, and I highly recommend you make these for your next gathering or for yourselves.
Give Nanny a kiss. Oh yes, give Nanny a kiss. Yes. Say hi to the camera. Oh yes. What a good doggy you are. Yes, you are. That was Koda, one of our lovely dogs, and he hasn't escaped lately. Oh yes, you're waiting for your goodies. Nanny will give you. Where's Harley? Where's your brother? Where's your brother? You just got a chance to see Koda, one of our resident dogs here. Beautiful, beautiful husky. And he hasn't escaped lately. He seems to be staying around. One thing that I wanted to talk to you about, and I have had several comments from ladies who say, we can't hear you, Nanny, or can't hear Moose when you're far away from the camera. And I know that, and I'm so sorry. I thought I have a loud voice, but Moosey's voice seems to dim at times. But I'll tell you what I've been doing. I have been looking into personal mics, that a microphone that you can clip on your clothing so that he and I can both be heard by all of you. And I know it's not just hard of hearing problem. It's just the fact that when we're too far away from the camera, and we do a lot of vlogging, and so I think I will invest in some microphones for us. I do film on my iPhone, And I don't plan to get a camera because I think this is sufficient, especially there are other things at this point in our lives that we would prefer to spend money on. Cameras are expensive, and it means you have to start learning how to put them all together, whatever. As I mentioned inside, Moose and I have had somewhat of a sad week in a way that we've heard from, believe it or not, 2 or 3 of our classmates, high school and college, have passed away this past week. And you know, it makes you think about your life and the fact that God's plan is that someday you be eternally happy with him in heaven. And you know, I'm looking forward to that, and I've tried to live my life in preparation for that he will welcome me to heaven when the time comes. I wish I had more time to meditate and more spiritual time. I mentioned that it seems I don't have enough time to do all the things that I want to do and that I need to do. I am not necessarily an organized person. I will choose crafting and decorating over housework. You know, I'm one of those people that it doesn't bother me if I haven't done the dishes, as long as Moosey and I are happy and enjoying ourselves. And at this point, this is how we're enjoying ourselves, with beautiful flowers, a garden, our grandchildren, veggies, and cooking. What could be better? So stay optimistic. Those of you who are in your 50s, 60s, and 70s, there's a hawk. He says, don't talk about that stuff. But know that you have a wonderful life ahead of you, and life does not stop at 50 or 60. As long as you choose what's important to you. Fortunately, Moose and I have lived a very full life, and I don't yearn for many things at all, except maybe seeing the ocean. And as a matter of fact, our Mikey had planned to take us up to a place up the coast, just a little bit, maybe an hour up the coast. Would have been this coming weekend, and we would go up with Mikey and his family and us. And I was so looking forward to that. As I told you, I was looking forward to being on the ocean and maybe even getting a chance to wear some more coastal grandma outfits. But poor Mikey came down with COVID a week ago, and he's still testing positive. So this is what's happening in our lives right now. We have to accept it and be grateful for what we have and the fact that we're here and able to enjoy life as it is. Thank you so much for watching our videos, for enjoying them. Thank you for your wishes, your blessings. You are lovely people, and I appreciate you so much. Bye for now. God bless us all.